St Johnstone come to Brockville hoping to stop Falkirk, opening up a sizable lead at the top of the Bell's First Division. Both sides came through CIS Cup ties in midweek. Saints required extra time to see off Stranraer, and I wonder if the extra half hour might tell today. The first goal is vital in these games, of course, and Ian McCall will look to the instincts of his top scorer, Owen Coyle. 6 goals already this season, 3 in the last 4 games. Saints, meanwhile, will be looking for more from this man. Former Celtic player Chris Hayes scored twice in midweek against Stranraer, and he starts this afternoon. And the referee in his last season is Eric Martindale. The only 2 unbeaten records in Division 1 are on the line today in what is undoubtedly the match of the day. Falkirk, with a 4-point lead, could actually lose this one and stay top. Not that that will be part of their thinking, of course. Saints might not have scored too many goals so far this season, but they've only conceded 1 in 7 games, so we're set up for what could be a very close and interesting game indeed. It's well played too by St Johnstone. This is Ryan McCann. Forward is Paul Hartley. Hartley now keeps the ball himself. Forward for Chris Hay. An early chance for the man who scored 2 in midweek, but unable to make anything of it. Coyle and Stuart McCluskey, it's nicely played. Tosh, is there a chance now for Falkirk? Tosh for McPherson, he won't be able to shoot, and he looks now for McQuilkin. McQuilkin in field, and almost for Owen Coyle. It looked as if Lee Miller mishit the shot, and Owen Coyle almost took advantage. And now Kevin James looking for McQuilkin, infield for Miller. Miller now with some space. Will Lee Miller have a go from here? Well, he couldn't quite get his shot on target, but now Samuel, great save. Samuel again. Kevin Cuthbert did very well. Colin Samuel looked as if he might have scored the opener there for Falkirk. A good double save by the goalkeeper. McPherson now for Samuel. A roar of anticipation from the crowd as Samuel picks the ball up. Samuel, will he look to shoot himself? He plays it inside for Kerr. Kerr back out for McQuilkin. McQuilkin on his left foot into the area. Miller back for Tosh. Miller again leaves it for Owen Coyle. Nice move by Falkirk. Coyle, a couple of yards over the crossbar, and that's certainly the best move we've seen so far in this game from Falkirk or from either side. Riley sends it forward now for Paddy Conley. 2 in the middle for Conley. Will he go himself? Paddy Conley to the byline. Back for Hay. Misses the ball. Back in towards the penalty area. Kevin James clears his lines, and all square at half-time in the big game in the First Division. No goals at Brockville. Perhaps the closest we had was Colin Samuel, seeing his shot well saved by Kevin Cuthbert. But in the big game at half-time, it's Falkirk 0, St Johnstone 0. Victory today won't win the league, but a hugely important 45 minutes lie ahead for both sides. And after a tight first half, you do get the impression 1 goal will be enough for all 3 points. Well, perhaps Tosh can make something of this. Miller. Maxwell away for St Johnstone as far as Mark Kerr. Kerr, Paddy Conley. Well, free kick once more. Floats it towards the penalty spot, dropped for the goalkeeper, a second save, and that was nearly a disaster for Kevin Cuthbert. Lee Miller was in there, and it was nearly a disaster of his own making. The ball's now fallen for Ryan Stevenson. Stevenson has pace, the ball into the middle. Well, it's too far for Chris Hay. But McCulloch now. St Johnstone, it's Chris Hay, good shot from Hay, but always going 2 or 3 yards wide of the left-hand post of Alan Ferguson. Samuel did well. Coyle now back to Samuel, a chance for Falkirk. Once again, Cuthbert has done well, but he's out of goals. Samuel couldn't get the ball past him with the cross. And there was danger there for St Johnstone. A nice move between Coyle and then Samuel. McKenzie will launch this to the edge of the area. Miller's waiting for it, but trying to find Owen Coyle. Doesn't manage. Mark Kerr. And Miller. Kerr once more. Kerr with the volley. Wasn't too far away this time, Mark Kerr. Now, can St Johnstone come back quickly? It's Craig Russell. Russell to the far side for Ryan Stevenson. Could there be a late chance for the Saints here? Stevenson, he's done well, into the area, and Hartley couldn't get his shot in because of McKenzie. There's a great tackle by Scott McKenzie. St Johnstone looking dangerous. Now Coyle and Henry and Kerr. Falkirk now sweeping forward. Miller to this side, Rogers to the other. And Henry into the area. Andy Rogers trying to get there, but once again the St Johnstone defence standing firm. Again, Rennie will look for Kevin James. James, the meanest of touches. And there's Lee Miller with the overhead kick. Alan Ferguson, long ball forward. Kerr down for Coyle and back for Kerr. Mark Kerr beats one challenge, finds Owen Coyle. Now, is Coyle going to shoot from there? No, he doesn't. To the far side with McQuilkin. Quilkin's cross and Lee Miller. That's a great save by Kevin Cuthbert. Another nice move by Falkirk. The cross came in and Lee Miller towered above the defender, got in his header. And once again, Cuthbert to the rescue. So McQuilkin to the penalty spot. Kevin James with a header, again is saved by Kevin Cuthbert. But still there, McQuilkin, James once more! And he's done it at last for Falkirk. It looked as if Kevin Cuthbert had kept Falkirk at bay, a couple of brilliant saves, and at the third attempt, Kevin James with a towering header, the ball into the back of the net, and there's joy around 3 sides of Brockville as Falkirk take the lead. Well, an impassive look from Billy Stark, the gum perhaps being chewed a wee bit faster. Still the pressure could be on here, eventually it's cleared. Kerr forward. And Rogers in an offside position. Forward by Cuthbert. Tosh away for Falkirk. But still, can St Johnstone pull something out the bag? Riley forward, but once again it's cleared by the Falkirk defence. And the roar of the supporters tells the story here. A late goal from Kevin James. He was head and shoulders above the rest, and Falkirk in this first division are head and shoulders above the others. There's 7 points clear of St Johnstone now, and that Kevin James goal is the only one to have separated the sides. The St Johnstone defence breached for only the 2nd time in the league this season, and what it means is Falkirk have won this most important of games. And the final score of Falkirk 1, St Johnstone 0.
Yeah, I think we deserved it over the piece. I don't think there was much in the game, but I think we were the team that had a cutting edge. But once their lad Cuthbert made a fantastic save from Lee Miller, I didn't think we were going to score, but luckily Kevin stooped low to head in the winner.
Kevin stooped low. Certainly, it was a good goal. It was worth winning.
It was a great header, and I think it was going to take a goal like that to win the game. We made 2 or 3 good chances. St Johnstone passed the ball decently at times. I thought it was quite a scrappy game, but you know, I think we probably deserved it over the 90 minutes.